front of a bunch of total strangers. That makes it easier, obviously. Woo! So, yeah. For those of us without houses, our homes, this city charges after sundown. A gritty coin for each eye. It's where all the alleyways belly up the dungeons, dragons. Liquor, heat exhumed from their creaking orifices and defiling the faces of those stumbling drunken too near to the cardboard caverns. It's where we watch creeps crawl from their festering holes, decrepit hands clawing sidewalks, knuckles clipping concrete, chipping bricks into side streets and out of tune. The guttural groove of lyric still climbs glacier out of another transient, transparent, still in the morning. It's always, where are you going? Where are you going? And what I say is what I mean, and I think what I meant when I said I wanted to die with it. At some point, I was hungry. Orange clusters of grapes seem to be dangling huge and ripe along highways, plopping flesh-heavy cherries down throats where knees capped corners, where stones clapped corners around all the godforsaken swallow. Swallow. Swallows of this city made me no less hungry. It's 3 a.m. and bars just closing have leeches idling, hustlers. They keep calling, hey, you need dimes, you need Suzette, you need some of that wet, you need some cigarettes. Zombies. Limbs ache from marching are mellowed finally by the quiet rest in between days. Matted manes lay mangled atop desperately lost heads, and they're gonna rest underneath vaulted ceilings in concrete beds, roads arced over puddles of peddlers. And yes, I remember here, Riverside, with no river. I was searching fearfully across this concrete for something wet and incongruent. I mean, maybe myself got caught in the fractious cement of this forgotten shithole of a bus stop. Oh yeah, there she is, my lurid dream, laying across from me and smelling of piss and southern comfort. She wanted me to call her mama because I reminded her of a little baby. Wanna see, mama keeps her wrapped up like this and warm. Wanna see, baby sleeps all night. No more coughing. Want to see. What I say is what I mean. And I think what I meant when I said I wanted to die is that at some point, I too was just so tired of trying. It's happy time. So, it's called Born Like This. So, as a woman, sometimes we have to make tough decisions. I keep talking about women's and stuff, but I'm a woman and I have boobs and it happens. I apologize, guys who are not women. Sucks for you. We get way more discounts, I apologize. This is true, this is definitely true. So my mom had to make a tough decision regarding me, and I'm glad she made the decision that she made because otherwise I would not be here. And suffice to say, I like being here. It's pretty cool on Earth. You know, they got food and drinks and stuff. I like it. So here's the poem. Mama always said, graduate, go to college, get a job, then you get married, and that was the plan. You know that was the plan. Daddy always said, graduate, go to college, get a job, then you get married, and that was the plan. You know that was the plan. She felt the burden of a body boldly boasting her impending bundle of reality. Breathfully round, she reread the question, do you want to keep it? Her hands began twitching over the pages and pens, began twitching over the strange lines. Either or could change her life, and she wanted to mark X for no. Because time was already slipping. X for no. The days, the hours, X for no. The weeks, the years slipping away. She wanted to mark X for maybe. Just a baby, she marked X for yes. Grabbed that yes in her fist and left it like this. I was born, my fist wrapped around to yes, my fist wrapped around the umbilical cord. See, I was born like this. She was always restless. My mother, I always wondered what kept her from going under. I mean, she was 17, just a baby herself, but then again, she was always stronger than she supposed. Only God knows what she had to do to keep me fed and clothed. It was always clear to me that she was a glowing, constantly coursing creek in God's garden, but you tell her that. She had none of it from me. She seemed to me to be the sea, damned and concreted behind the facade of her bitterly broken dreams. She had to cut herself a pattern and patch together a poster of a proposed life. See, eventually, she became a poster wife in order to patch together the holes in her life, like the men missing in her life, like the moment she'd be missing in life, I guess outright, because it only seems right that I should embrace the life for which she yearned. You see, I should not be here. If I could be unborn, wind back and be unconceived, I wouldn't. I couldn't. Like her, I'm still a wild soul compressed into the mediocre mold of this moment. She is a deity and I'm still trapped inside of a body. I'm trying to rescue her from everything. She says she doesn't blame me and that I was just a baby, but some days it still feels like she's 17. And when she couldn't get rid of me, she just cried herself to sleep. And she just married a man she didn't want to keep. And she just walked the path she swore she'd never see. You see, I should not be here. Whatever it was she was before me, it lives in me and I am a constantly burning beginning. I have got the burden of us both in my body and I was born like this. A crocheted concoction of a woman pulling on me, pulling on whatever it was she was before me. Yes, lately I have been ripping up stages. Like her, my hands, they keep twitching over the pens and papers, bending and blazing like a chorus of unanswered prayers since my first breath. Every poem has been an X for yes. Since my first breath, every kiss has been an X for yes. And even this moment, right now, right here at the Lyrical Odyssey is a yes, yes, yes. And I was born like this, ready to die at any given moment with no regrets. See, I wake up every morning and I thank God that she said